On July 1, 2011, the Commonwealth of Virginia made effective its new mold licensing law in an effort to protect the public and license mold professionals who have been properly trained and credentialed. NORMI, the National Organization of Remediators and Mold Inspectors, applied for and received approval as a board-approved training provider for this training requirement and now offers classes to meet the Virginia licensing law. This short video has been prepared to help you understand how the licensing law works in specific regards to the training required for licensure. As with all licensing, other requirements such as experience or insurance may be required for the specific licensing you require, so check the Virginia government website for more information. Virginia Regulation 18 VAC 1560-40 lists some of the qualifications for licensure of individuals who intend to work in the mold profession. There are 3 levels of licensure, beginning with the mold remediator worker. This would be the professional who is working remediation projects under the direction of the mold remediator supervisor. The mold remediator worker shall provide proof of a successful completion of an initial mold remediator worker course from a board-approved mold training provider. The training must have been completed 36 months preceding the date that the department receives the application. For the mold remediator supervisor and mold inspector, their training must have been completed within the 12 months preceding the date that the department receives the application. But the most important aspect of the board-approved training is that there are very specific requirements as to what training must be offered and how practical that training must be. Virginia Regulation 18 VAC 1562-20 regarding the mold remediator worker initial course, it must contain specific duties of the worker and last a minimum of 16 hours with 6 hours of hands-on training. That's a 2-day on-site course. Virginia Regulation 18 VAC 1560-30 regarding the mold remediator supervisor initial course, it must contain specific duties of the supervisor and last a minimum of 24 hours with a minimum of 8 hours of hands-on training. That's a 3-day on-site course. Virginia Regulation 18 VAC 1560-40 regarding the mold inspector initial course. It must contain specific duties of the inspector and last a minimum of 24 hours with a minimum of 4 hours of hands-on training. A Virginia law segment must also be included in the content. These classes and documents issued at the end of the course must include the board-approved certificate evidencing attendance to the class and successful completion of a proctored examination with a passing grade of at least 70%. NORMI has specifically designed courses to meet this requirement so students can be sure to get all the information and documentation they need for licensure. Just a word about hands-on training. Whatever the license required, hands-on should be more than just practice, and every student should participate. NORMI has developed a very comprehensive training that separates the class into small groups where each student learns how to establish containment, create negative pressure, don personal protection equipment, and utilize the tools of the trade including air scrubbers, negative air machines, and gross demolition tools. We take pride in being able to send into the field professionals who understand the industry standards and who are committed to doing things right to protect themselves, their employers, and their clients. Classes are now being offered in various locations through our training website, and NORMI provides personal classes at your location for companies who are able to provide 10 or more students. This is a great opportunity to get the training you need and the support you want from an organization that has become a leader in the industry. Go to our scheduling website at www.besttrainingschool.com. You'll also be able to subscribe to our email software and get notifications of other classes scheduled throughout the United States. Or don't hesitate, pick up the phone and see how we can help you succeed.